Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Consciously Healing. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I would love to start off by first cleansing the space, cleansing this time together. If this light don't want to work, sometimes. There we go. Perfect. If you guys have clicked on this video, it's because you have already, of course, been on your spiritual journey, or this pandemic, this whole isolation has shown you how to dive deeper into yourself, into your inner knowing, and thus for thrusting you into the spiritual journey. Either way, welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, please comment your experiences during the past 6 months. I really have no direction of this type of video I want to shoot. I just know that it's been a while since I've done an update on my spiritual journey. So in the first video, I just showed you guys how I became the person I kind of am today. And in this video, I want to give you an update on how it's been having, I feel like, what is another spiritual awakening while being in this pandemic, being in quarantine, being isolated. And the first thing that I want to do before we do any of this is let's all inhale together. Inhale through your nose. Fill those lungs up. And exhale through your mouth. Exhale any judgment, any guilt, any preconceived notions of what you think this video should be about and what you think spirituality should be about. Everything is to each your own. To be spiritual is to have spirit and to have a body. We all have that. So it can mean different things for different people, and I don't want to put anyone into a box and have a how-to when there is no how-to. There's no guide. Sometimes I wake up and I'm depressed. I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to shower. I don't want to do my hair. And other days I wake up knowing I'm the baddest bitch on earth, knowing that I'm a celestial being of light, love, and hope, knowing I'm here for a bigger purpose, knowing that my expression is what brings people to me, my warmth, my joy, my passion. But you can't have it all sometimes. Sometimes you go one day, next day you go the other day. And today you caught me on a good day. And I wanted to do a quick little sound healing, because I do believe that the sound bowls have helped me in my spiritual journey. Connecting to frequencies on a different level has made me what's then connected to myself and be grounded even more. So something to help me kind of have a platform or a guideline on how I want to do this video, I pulled 3 cards on my experience during quarantine, and I feel like this is a perfect way to better express how I'm feeling. So the first card that came out was humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I believe what the spiritual journey has done to me during quarantine is to really have humor in some points, because this is the first time in history that we've had to take a step back, that we're not on the wheel of life, that we've actually been thrown off and just kind of left in nothingness, left in abyss, left in limbo. And although that can be scary because we're taught to have structure, have a routine, go to school, go to college, get a degree, have a career, have a 401k, da-da-ding, da-da-ding. And we were just on this wheel of life, continuing, and letting each generation know this is how life's supposed to be. So with this, I found humor, because life is actually whatever the fuck you want it to be. And if it's you waking up and wanting to frolic in the park, that's okay. That's what you can do as well. Or if it's you going back to work and doing the corporate thing, or being an entrepreneur, or having your business and starting your passions, that's okay. I think what this has taught me is that we have the choice to pause. We have the choice to sit back, figure out what we actually want in life and then proceed. We're not always in this go, 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 go. It's okay to slow down. And I feel like I've never felt like that until now. So I think my spiritual journey has then shown me that it's okay to not have it all figured out, and it's okay to be in hermit mode and to get all your resources together, and then when you're ready, you can go back into the world, but in your own way, your own vision. And this is how I want to present myself back into the world. I don't want to do a 9-to-5. I don't want to do corporate America. I want to sit here, do my sound bowls, wear high vibrational colors, feel pretty, feel beautiful, feel in tune with myself, my higher self, my spirit guides, the animals in nature, and I want this to be my life. And I'm declaring that through manifestation. And manifestation is also a part of spirituality, the law of attraction. Me saying what I want and then acting it out as if it's already my reality makes it my reality. It makes it into something that will prosper and will grow. And I want you to know right now, whatever you want, write it down. Get a journal, write it down, and look back at what you say. And look at the way you speak to yourself and the way you speak about your life and what you can and can't do. Because you really can do anything if you put your mind to it. I had no idea what this video was going to be about. But I'm already hearing myself back and I'm like, damn girl, that's what I wanted to hear. That fire, that spark. You would never hear the spark in an interview with me. Like, I just don't care about that type of things. But this stuff I'm passionate about. This is what I want to be doing. The second thing that came out was guilt. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. The spiritual awakening during the pandemic helped me realize I had a lot of belief systems that were never mine. They were put onto me by my parents, and then by their parents, and then by their parents, and so forth. And now that I'm realizing that's not what I want, I can finally release that guilt, and I can figure out what is it that I do want, and what do I want to put down on my children and their children. And for me personally, it'll be letting them know that you don't have to go to college if you don't feel that you need to, or if you have a trade or a passion, that you can do different courses that don't require a 4-year degree. Because I went to college for something that I'm not as passionate in, and now I'm $22,000 in debt. Now 22 is an angel number and has great power in numerology, but it's also like, really, if I just wanted to be a yoga teacher and a sound healer this whole time, I could have saved a lot of money. So I feel like this is assisting us in our soul growth, because now we're breaking free of the mold and we're just presenting as who we are, whatever that looks like to me and to you. And I love you for whoever you are, your most authentic self, and I hope you can do the same. The next card that came out, which is very fitting, is death. And death can of course mean literal death. I mean, we've had over 500,000 deaths due to the pandemic, and my heart goes out to all of them and their souls. May they rest in peace and abundance and strength and power. I really hate that this had to be a part of this whole pandemic and quarantine. But death can also mean new beginnings. And it says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. When this pandemic happened, I lost my job. To me, that was a huge ending. I wasn't expecting it. And now, maybe 2, 3, 4 months later, I'm realizing this is a new beginning. And I actually had anxiety because I went to an interview today and it almost went too well. And I was like, holy shit, I'm probably gonna get this job. And that scared me. And that made me come out to the park with my tripod and my sound bowls and realize I don't wanna give up on myself or my dreams. And if I don't want to do a 9-to-5, why am I trying to go back into the wheel that I escaped? Why would I do that? Instead of coming out here and just trying. It doesn't hurt to try. So I feel like with this growth in the pandemic, I've learned quite some things about myself. I've learned that you can ground yourself in more ways than what you've thought. And I was so in a routine that did not really fulfill me, but it helped me get through day to day. And now I have no routine, and it's kind of like I'm stuck in limbo and I don't know what to do, but it's because I've never had the choice to create my own routine, to wake up and do things that are unconventional. But now you do have that choice, and you can make that happen. And whatever it looks like to you will be your reality. I feel like I've also realized that I enjoy my alone time. I always thought I needed to be around other people 24/7, or I needed to be at a party or at the clubs, at the bars. And now that that's kind of been stripped away and I just have myself, I'm realizing that's also enough. And I can still be just as happy and fill up my own cup without having to attach to other energies. And then it kind of makes you realize you don't really mind being isolated. And when the time comes where we have to connect with other people again, we'll know how to fill up our own cup without not oversharing, but overpouring into someone else. So I feel like that was definitely something I needed to learn for myself. And I'm very curious to know what you've all thought for your spiritual journey and your spiritual awakening, and how this 6 months out of the real world has shown you or propelled you into something new or into something different or back into yourself. And it's really all about cherishing that inner child, that inner teenager, the person you were before you were sucked in and told what you had to do. I remember when I was younger, I enjoyed public speaking. I enjoyed being in front of the camera. I loved just making people laugh and assisting people in whatever it was they needed assistance in. And when I got older, I buried that away. And now that I'm looking back, I'm wondering, why not go back into that? Why not go back into your heart? Go back into that inner child and say you were right. You knew what you wanted, but the world got a hold of you and told you that's not good enough. And now you're realizing it's always been good enough for you. It's always. So I wanted to make this quick video. I didn't want to make it too long because, like I said, I'm just kind of ranting, but I know my soul tribe will find this. I know my star seeds, celestial beings, indigos, everyone. I know you will find this, my conscious butterflies. And from here we'll grow together. We'll grow a community. And please keep listing in the comment section, what do you want to hear from me? What other things do you want to know? Like I said, I won't do how-to videos, but I will show how I've done things. So I just want to say thank you for this time, for your energy, for your space. I can feel it. You just feel so loving, and I hope I was able to give you a little bit of courage to let you know that you're not alone. We've all had this very weird effect that's needed to happen, but is also very uncomfortable. And I do have days where I'm depressed and I don't want to do anything, and I don't want to talk to anyone, and my energy is very drained, and that's okay as well. There's duality to it all. But just know that you're not alone, and I would love to continue to connect with you guys. Please share this video, like, comment, subscribe, show me some love. Show me some love. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I will end it with one more sage cleanse. Remember, sage is actually only for indigenous people. It is actually very rare and going endangered. Alternatives are lavender, muckwort. There's so many different alternatives. Yeah, I think Palo Santo is also endangered as well, so maybe not that. This was gifted from me, from a friend who is Native American, and I will not buy more after this. Just one disclaimer. Because I also think that mass production of spirituality is also like, what? Like, you know, Sephora having their own little spiritual bags, and like Urban Outfitters. That's interesting. I won't say I don't like it, I'll just say it's interesting. So just be respectful to yourself, to your culture, to other people's cultures, to your ancestors. Thank you. I'll also do a little bit of a bing bing before we go. Thank you for this moment together. Thank you to my spirit guides, my ancestors, my higher power. Thank you to your spirit guides, your ancestors, and your higher power for connecting us in this beautiful, beautiful energy exchange. This is only the beginning for you and for me. I'll see you guys soon.